Austin on Black Friday on ABC to face Texas. A&M won the toss and deferred. South Carolina will get it first.
LaNorris Sellers from all directions.
No keep it on the ground on second down, and it's a first down for Jawarn Howell. Just his 8th rush of the season, playing just his 3rd game. 12-yard pickup.
Good job right here off the left side and getting up to the second level. Opens up a good hole on the interior of this offensive line.
And Sellers will keep it, and he's got a ton of room. First down and more. Gets an extra yard and picks up a total of 12 down to the 39 of A&M.
Well, it's a really good read. Watch this edge. Both these guys are going to stay inside. It's going to open up the perimeter for LaNorris Sellers. Nice job at the mesh as he feels both Cassius Howell and Sam.
And here comes a blitz. Sellers gets rid of it. It's batted in the air and almost picked off. Cassius Howell dropping that time as Marcus Ratliff had pressure, and Howell with the breakup.
Well, this just really shows the versatility of Cassius Howell. Mentioned one of the best premier pass rushers, but he's going to drop. The pressure's going to come here. It's going to come home.
Is going to attempt a 36-yarder here. And that one is good. So South Carolina able to capitalize.
Now, there are 29 catches between Orstrom and Boerkircher.
Play action, stepping up and taking a shot downfield. And the catch is made by Concepcion inside the 15-yard line.
Well, you're going to see the pressure on Marcel Reed. Brian Thomas able to get there. But the speed down the field of Casey Concepcion, too good. One-on-one coverage, not going to be able to keep up with him. Safety's laid over the top.
43-yard pass play, and now a jet sweep. It's Owens trying to get to the perimeter, and he's spun down. Check that. It was Craver on the carry, and Judge Collier. Reed in trouble, and he's sacked. Brian Thomas Jr. back there and forced a fumble. It was recovered by Kronover, the right tackle. And it's going to be a field goal attempt here for A&M.
Well, this is relentless effort. Watch him work back inside.
Reed was down, but again, it was recovered by Kronover anyway. And now a 41-yard field goal try from Randy Bond. And that ties the game. A little surprised they're not running the ball in general on first down and second down. Now in 3rd and long, they have to throw. Sellers layers that beautifully for a first down catch to his brother. Jaden Sellers out to the 47 for 22 yards.
Well, it's a trips stack formation on the outside. So, try to confuse you in these spots.
Pressure off the edge. Sellers throws it deep, and it's caught. And they're marking Jacobs down, or no. Now official comes in and says touchdown, South Carolina. A strike by Sellers, 50 yards to Vandrevius Jacobs.
Wow, what an absolute dime. Cannot throw it any better than that. And Jacobs,
like a different team than we saw early in the season. One of those losses for the Irish at home against this Texas A&M team. Reed back to work, and a strike across the middle. Concepcion, it's still going. And finally brought down at the 35 of South Carolina. A 40-yard play to start this drive for Texas A&M.
One of the most explosive players with the football in his hands in the SEC. Motion him over, just an easy slant.
After a gain of 3 on first down on this possession. No runner again with Fuller, and he's tracked down backside by Ryland Kennedy. A loss of 1, 3rd and long, but South Carolina's 3 of 4 on 3rd down today.
You touched on it, Dave. Kennedy's just going to get right in the hip pocket, and he's going to chase backside down the line. It's a really good job getting into.
And they come off the edge, and the pass is juggled by Rowe. He eventually catches it. But the defense catches up to him. Jordan Shaw. Reed in trouble. His arm hit. The ball goes backwards. And it's picked up by South Carolina. Nick Barrett got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Dylan Stewart got to the quarterback, and Barrett does the rest. What a way to end the quarter for South Carolina.
We touched on Dylan Stewart, his link. Watch this get off. Dylan Stewart's going to be untouched. Watch.
Morrill takes the handoff, and he is belted short of the line to gain. DQ Smith in there with the hit. It's a loss of a yard, and it's 4th down.
And you want to keep him right here in College Station, but you want to handle their business here today.
Sellers dumping it off to Dingle, the tight end. 1st down into Texas A&M territory. Howell off the left edge. Another 1st down. Will Lee trips him up.
And a big hole opens up off that left side. And South Carolina finding a groove, Dave, on the ground.
And the kick is good.
Mentioned that last 3rd down important for A&M. This possession is important for A&M defense.
Jet sweep, and they're all over Jaden Sellers. He'll end up losing 3. Could have lost 5 or 6. -9 for Texas A&M. They'll keep it on the ground with Faison. And he's able to break a tackle, and another one. Faison across the 30 and all the way to the 34. What an incredible run. Breaking tackles, dragging defenders for a 22-yard gain.
Just keep those legs churning. Faison unwilling to go down. He's met in the whole third game up here early in this ballgame.
Giving up the most sacks in the country, but none yet for A&M. And they can't get after Sellers here. He throws high, and it's picked off. Intercepted by Dalton Brooks. Now a flag down. Brooks still running, and all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Maurice Brown, he's just going to work his way right up inside, but then the safety over the top. Dalton Brooks, this is a poor pass by Sellers behind, high, off the hand of Brown, into the hands of Dalton Brooks.
Sellers keeping it, trying to run to the perimeter, and runs out of room and loses yardage. Des Ricks forces him out. A short punt, but it bounces right to Concepcion. He turns it upfield. And all the way down to the 38-yard line. Reed in trouble, though, and is able to find his check down. Owens is wide open. Reuben Owens picked up and dropped at the 14 after a 24-yard pickup.
Well, this is well done here by Marcel Reed. Okoronkwo is going to come.
Reed takes a shot. It's underthrown, and it's intercepted by Bakari Swain.
Because this ball doesn't have nearly enough on it. Here's Swain right here, and you're going to see him just read the quarterback's eyes. He's sitting back in zone coverage. Speed turn, ball right into his hands. I mean, that ball was massively underthrown to Mario Craver. And just a unbelievably costly.
Oscar Attaway in the game for South Carolina at running back. See if the Gamecocks play it conservatively here. Sellers flipping it across the middle for a 1st down. Harbor's got great speed. The track star is free. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. If A&M can overcome those mistakes.
We're going to find out. Watch the route. Okay, he's going to sit down in the zone, and it's going to be a good find for LaNorris Sellers, and this is just poor tackling. You've got to do a better job as the safety. Dalton Brooks comes down, and he's got to get Nick Harbor on the ground. You cannot miss that tackle and allow a player with the speed of Nick Harbor to get into the open field and take it to the house. You can live with the catch, Dave, but it's the safety's job to get that receiver on the ground.
Reed stepping up Launching it high. It's intercepted by Swain again. Swain running it back. All the way down to the 22.
On an in-cutting route. And he just airmails it, Dave. I mean, he just misses his throw. Steps up in the pocket. Completely misfires. And Bakari Swain's right there for yet another takeaway for the South Carolina defense, who was tied for the most in the SEC coming in. Now 3 turnovers they've created here in this first half. And boy,
Sellers looking for the kill shot. Takes off. And he's hugging the sideline and did not go out until he got to the 9. So it's 1st and goal. And this is a 35-yard attempt. Check that 2 for 2. And he nails another one. Trying to keep their unbeaten season alive with a 4th and 12. Reed in trouble, steps up, takes off, has to make the defender miss. He does, and he got the first down. Really the first time we've seen Reed use his legs in a positive way in this game.
he is so...
Well, they keep getting him involved in the run game. He'll throw it here. And he takes a shot, and it's caught for a touchdown by Izaiah Williams. Finally.
Izaiah Williams over all the way across the formation. You see the safety roll down with him. Now freeze it. This route's going to eat up the safety. Now let's run the wheel over the top. And the corner, Collier, he gets flat-footed. Williams gets past him. And finally, a dime delivered for Marcel Reed. Some momentum.
How will LaNorris Sellers respond for South Carolina? Rolling out on 1st down is Sellers, and flipping it downfield to Jaden Sellers. His brother making the catch and out of bounds for a 25-yard gain.
Well, it's an excellent route here by Jaden Sellers. He's going to be on Tyreek Chappelle. And I thought Chappelle even had a little hold there. Good touch on the football from LaNorris.
Trying to do it again in 2025. No running room to the right, so cutting it back is Fuller, and down he goes. Loss on the play of 3 with... They rush 4. Sellers in trouble. Steps away from pressure. Takes off. Has the first down. And then he gets to the ground at the 39-yard line. A 14-yard run on 3rd and 13.
Well, you better have good pass rush lanes, and he's going to come inside. It's going to open up a hole off the right side for LaNorris Sellers. Nobody able to account for that. And LaNorris Sellers...
They need to get to the 48 of South Carolina. Reed to pass. And he's got a man. Bussey made the catch. He secures it as he goes to the ground. They pick up 4th and 2. Again. Back to throw again. Stepping up. Taking a shot. And it is caught. Bethel-Roman. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Williams going to be the safety. He's going to clear out and get up here. It's going to be about Swain and about the vertical here by Ashton Bethel-Roman, and he never slows down. You see Bakari Swain, he's kind of flat-footed. He's waiting in zone coverage.
Getting this huge extension to stay, but A&M comes back scoring touchdowns on their first 2 drives. Nick Harbor on the return for South Carolina at an 80-yard touchdown in the first half, and a nice return here to the 35. The redshirt sophomore from Nashville, Tennessee. But now off schedule after the holding call. Back to throw off play action from his 3-yard line, and it's caught. Bethel-Roman running away from defenders. Will they catch him? They finally do as he's tripped up.
And this was a bit dangerous, Dave. You had 2 guys in one spot, Ashton Bethel-Roman and Casey Concepcion. But Ashton Bethel-Roman able to break coverage, show off that speed, and a shoestring tackle down the field, and they continue to tend to him down on the field.
Okoronkwo saves a touchdown here because Bethel-Roman had turned down the Jets, and he was running away from defenders. They go empty set here for Marcel Reed. 8 of 11, 2 touchdowns in the second half. He'll step back, he'll fire, it's caught, it's a touchdown! Boerkircher makes it a one-score game!
Nate Boerkircher, you're going to see him just run right up the seam here. I want you to pay attention to the linebacker, 17, Justin Okoronkwo. When Reed kind of head fakes in, he freezes that backer. Nobody gets over the top. It's a wide open Boerkircher, and it's a walk-in touchdown for Texas A&M. I love the play design. Colin Klein, I told you coming into this game, watching this offense on film, I think he's one of the bright young offensive coordinators in college football.
Faison pitching it on the reverse. Jaden Sellers up the field. And he gets a first down before he's knocked out of bounds. Handoff, Faison in trouble in the backfield, and down he goes for a loss. Torian York, because of those 2 returns for touchdowns this season. And this will go over his head, heading towards the goal line. Do they stop it short? They did inside the 1 from trying to take the lead. Backed up inside their 1 when the 4th begins in College Station. To pull the Aggies within 6. This drive started on their 1. And on first down, Reed over the middle. It's caught for another first down. Bethel-Roman on the grab and a gain of about 15. Reed hoists it deep. It's caught by Concepcion inside the 10. It's got to be first and goal for Texas A&M.
How about the pocket presence of Marcel Reed? Watch him climb and step up in this pocket.
Started on the A&M 1. They're now inside the 5. Smith, the ball carrier. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. And the game is tied. A&M can take the lead with the extra point.
In the running game, watch Naboo get out. Watch Zoon come forward. And it's E.J. Smith coming down the right side off of good blocking. Getting into the end zone.
Sellers to throw on 2nd and 8. Pocket collapsing. Sellers sacked. Hayes with the takedown for a loss of 7.
Well, coming into this game, few can get after the quarterback as well as this team. Watch him win on the outside. Just going to be a simple rip.
Blitz coming. Sellers gets away from the defender. Takes off. And sacked again. Back inside the 15 by Lee. 4th down. E.J. Smith, who just scored the go-ahead touchdown, looking for some room off the left side. And he breaks a tackle and gets a first down before he's knocked out at the 30. A gain of 15 on the play.
Well, Papa's got to be proud watching this. E.J. Smith.
Throwing it to Reed. It's behind him. The ball's loose. And it's recovered by South Carolina. Inbounds by Fred Johnson.
Don't like the call whatsoever. Brian Thomas gets so much penetration. That was supposed to be a pitch initially there to the quarterback, Marcel Reed. He gets so much penetration, it spooks him. He tries to throw it.
Now they do have, again, just the 1 timeout and the official 2-minute timeout. They go for it on 4th and 6. Sellers. Long throw. Harvard caught it. And he's in bounds. A first down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 19. And Deion Hayes was right in the face of Sellers as he threw that ball.
What do you do?
2nd and 1 for the Gamecocks. About 30 yards away from a field goal try. Sellers in trouble. And sacked back inside the 30-yard line by Dalton Brooks. A loss of about 10. 3rd and long.
Mike Elko dialing it up. He's going to sneak in, and he's going to get home with this pressure. I love the timing of this blitz. He makes that inside move on the right guard.
Now that big body receiver with track speed. Sellers in trouble again. And down he goes. Back at at the 25, another sack.
This team going into the half, down 27, making mistakes, getting outplayed in every fashion to respond in this way. This is the mark of a championship caliber football team.